Hi guys, it's your girl traciemae, and I guess this is the end of week 3 for the Sizzling Summer Weight Loss Challenge. Here is my weigh-in. So I lost 2 pounds exactly. Went from last week I was 253.4. This week I am 251.4. I lost 2 pounds exactly. And that is 4.8 pounds in the past 2 weeks. So that's pretty good. I feel like it could be better, I guess. Like I could be losing faster. But I'm happy with it. I don't want to just be losing like crazy and then all of a sudden whatever I'm doing just stops and, I start back acting a fool, going to McDonald's and whatnot. I hope everybody else is doing well too. I wanted to tell you guys about my experience with The Biggest Loser because I did go to a Biggest Loser casting on Saturday in Downers Grove, Illinois. And it was fun. Like, I've tried out for different reality shows before. I've tried out for American Idol and Real World when I was like 20 or 21. I can't remember. And, I've gone to these casting calls before where it's just a lot of people and you never know what they're looking for. So I definitely don't take it to heart when I don't get called back, which I didn't. But I really got a nice tan. I don't know if you can tell, but I am dark. I'm super dark. Like I can't show you, but I was like my back. I guess this whole time I was standing in line, I was talking to these girls that were next to me, and my back was like facing the sun, and I'm a totally different person back there. It looks crazy. It's crazy. I met these really fun people in line. As soon as I walked up to the back of the line, because I got there kind of late. I got there like noon. People have been lining up since the night before. And I got there noon on the day of. They were only doing it from 10 to 6. So I was a couple hours behind. But as soon as I walked up, I was like, yo, is this the crunk section or what? And it was. Like, we had a little dance party. It was so funny, like halfway through, one of the dudes in front of me, he ordered pizza. He ordered 2 large pizzas in the Biggest Loser line. I was like, see, and we all eating pizzas, waiting to get on the Biggest Loser. See, that's why we have problems. I kept trying to get like the really small corner pieces because, they was cut into squares. So the corners were like little triangles. And so I was just like, I'm just going to take all the corners and y'all can have the middle. Because I was trying to still be good, even though I was hungry. Like, we stood in line for 7 hours. I was burnt. I was hot. I was hungry. I was thirsty. It was ridiculous. And then we waited all of that time to talk literally for 30 seconds to a lady who took all of your information back to her hotel room and made a decision. It was so funny because right before we go in, I see this lady. And the lady had been behind us in line the entire time. But I really didn't notice her. At one point, she like stood over to the side for a second. And she had on like full scrubs. They were red. And I started to cry because I was just like, this lady reminds me of my mother. She did not look like my mother. She kind of had like a wobble in her walk like my mom had, like, because my mom had really bad knees, so she kind of had a little wobble, but it was just the scrubs for the most part. The scrubs made her remind me of my mother. And I just started crying right there in the line. And I was just like, oh, I must be exhausted. I must be exhausted. And then my friend that I met in the line, she was like, girl, save them tears for when we get inside and spill your guts or whatever. I really didn't say much in the casting. It was so fast. The girl next to me, she told a really emotional story. And at one point, I was just like, just pick her. Like, are you serious? Just pick her. She needs you, for real. But I didn't make it to next round or callbacks or whatever. A lot of people were like, you're not big enough. I'm clearly 251 pounds if you check my latest weigh-in, okay? And there has been women on there that started like 240 something. I guess, I don't know what it is, y'all. Y'all think 250 ain't big for me. And it is. So anyway, that's about it. I'm finished talking. I hope you guys had a good week. Oh, let me talk about my goals for next week. First of all, this past week, to lose the 2 pounds, I still only worked out one time. I told you guys I have a really big problem with eating correctly and working out at the same time. So this week, I'm for real, gonna work out at least 3 times. At least 3 times. I have to. I just want to see the difference in the scale, if there is gonna be a difference. So working out at least 3 times. I'm going to continue with my modified paleo, because it's kind of working. You know, I have lost 4.8 pounds in the last 2 weeks without really exercising at all. So I think if I was 100% paleo, I would lose like maybe 5 to 7 pounds every week, maybe. I'm just gonna keep going with that and try to work out more this week and see how that works. I will see you next week. Maybe I'll see you before then, because I feel like I need to talk about extra stuff throughout the week. It's just me finding the time to talk to y'all like I want to talk to y'all. But, okay, don't judge me for my hair today. Whatever, you don't know my life. All right? Pieces.